What's going on, Warframe Wankstains? This is a quick video for all the newbies that are confused about Warframe and its many intricacies that are not explained at all. I'm going to do this all in one take, so I really can't be bothered with faffing around editing and shit, so I do live in an area that's usually on fire, so I apologise if there's lots of noises in the background of people being murdered. Right, first thing to talk about is Mastery rank. If you press escape, on top left you'll have your profile. This number here, I hope I've got cursor switched on, this number here is your mastery rank. So I'm mastery rank level 6, which has also got this little icon. You gain mastery rank not by killing things.
Marked on navigation, Tenno.
Yes, thanks Lotus, that's very helpful. Anyway, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, you gain mastery rank not by killing things or doing missions, but by leveling up weapons, frames and even pets. So as you can see here, I am currently using Inaros, that's 30, which is max level, so I am not getting any mastery rank points, because that's max. That's max as well, my Heck, which is 30. And my secondary, which is the Sestra, which is level 17, and Broken War, my melee weapon, which is level 24. Those two I'm still leveling up, so I'm getting mastery rank points for when they level up. This white bar on the bottom shows progress, so I'm not far from level 7. Mastery rank is important because it will basically allow you to purchase higher level weapons, frames and whatnot. But that's enough of that for now. Let's start with what we've got in the ship. So right in the centre is your nav console. Click on the nav console and right here it's brought me to the last planet I was on, which was Pluto. But you'll get a wider area view here of the solar system. Here are 5 icons. Now, when you're first starting, there's only 2 you should be bothered about. The first 2. This is invasions. You can worry about those later when you've got used to the game. This is syndicates. That one is syndicate missions. Again, you can worry about that later. And these are void fissures. So ignore those 3 for now. The first one is your active quest, which is quite important. This is how you mostly unlock new parts of the ship. I've got 2 open at the minute. You can only have 1 active at a time. So that's my active one pending. So if I do the quest here, if it's not active it won't do it. Second is alerts. This isn't as important, but this will tell you if there's certain missions which have rewards which you specifically want. Okay. The main focus when you first start should be unlocking planets. So you'll start on Earth, and you have these things called junctions, which lead to different planets. If you ever log on and go, but I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing, go to the planet you were at last, and find one of these junctions, and it will have a list on the left hand side of things you need to do to go for that junction. These are all ticked of course, because I've done this one, and I've done the Mars one. Progressing along the planets, like to Venus and Mercury, then from Earth to Mars, the Phobos series, will unlock more possibilities for stuff for you to do than to say go on the Cetus, which is an open area, and grind all the faction rep there. Leave that until later on in the game. Okay, one of the questions I'm often asked is how do you get new weapons and warframes? Well, you don't actually get weapons at all, except the very first 2 you get given. You get blueprints, and then you build them yourself. Oh, quick view here. That's PvP stuff. Yeah, moving on. That's the news stand, no one cares. That's about syndicate stuff, ignore that for now. This is the market, which is very useful because it's where you'll buy blueprints. Now, it's not very user friendly. First up you just come to the screen, you think, what? Everything's here paid with platinum or cash, so I've got to buy everything. That's not true. I didn't notice for the first few times I played it that there's actually this categories and search bar in the corner. So if you want a new weapon, you've got yours to 30, you'll need a new one. Then you can go to weapons, I need a new primary. Click on that. Then I can click blueprints only. And this will show all the blueprints I can currently buy. If I go too low it'll say mastery locked. See, I'll need a mastery rank 10 to unlock that one, and as we saw earlier I'm only 6. So this one shows I already own the Bolter. So let's say, oh, I want a Burston. I'll click on that. But look, you need 120 platinum, that's rubbish, you have to buy it. Not true. You click on this up here, which says build, and that shows you the blueprint. Now that shows you what it takes to craft it. It's green here, so I've got everything. And 15,000 credits. I'm not going to purchase it right now because I don't want it, but that's how you get a blueprint for a new weapon. There are also Warframe blueprints you can buy from here. You see there's lots. I've already got Rhino. However, the blueprints here, again, it says platinum, but if you click the build icon, you will get a list of things you need to build it, and then 35,000 credits, purchase blueprint. This is where you get the blueprints. However, these parts you need for it, neuroptics, chassis, systems, are the same for all Warframes, and you grind those from a certain boss. Whichever boss it is, you can look up on the wiki. I will put a link in the wiki in the description. I know Rhino is one of the first ones you can grind because it's the first boss on Earth. Jackal, I think it's called, with 4 legs. Weird thing. Okay, opposite from there is the Codex. This can be useful, like a mini wiki. You can find out anything about the universe. You can look up basic things, mission types, but the most important part is the quests. It will tell you when you've completed certain quests, and as you can see, they usually go along in a line. I'm on this one now, but I've also unlocked that one, and it will tell you here what you need to do to unlock them. Sometimes you'll do certain ones and you'll notice you've got a gap, like I had here, a man of few words. This was a gap, and I completed these ones after it. And then I read it, and all it said was talk to Darvo in a relay. And then you go, oh, okay, go to any of the relays on the map, talk to Darvo, and that starts that quest. So if you're confused how to start a quest, this will often tell you how. Go down the stairs. That's not stairs, that's a ramp, you fucking idiot. Never mind. Here is your foundry, where you will build all of your blueprints that you get. Doesn't really need explaining, it's quite easy. Here's your mod station. This is where you can level up mods. You can also do it from the armory. Let's say I wanted to level up pressure point, which is 20 melee damage. Oh yeah. Click I only want one of them selected. Select fuse, and then how many levels I want in it. This will give you a cost. This shiny bauble type thing is endo, and then credits. It always takes endo and credits. If you end up like, I've got 14 pressure points here, so if I want to get rid of them, because I've got 13 more than I need, I can select them, and I can either sell them for credits or dissolve them for endo. If at all possible, always go for endo, because credits, once you get up to Neptune, trust me, you'll never be struggling for credits, but you will be struggling for endo. There you go. There's a few more endo just for getting rid of some crap mods. That's your pets, which you don't need to know about right now, and that's sentinels, again, you don't need to. And this, your armory, is where you will equip, upgrade all of your warframes, weapons, and yeah, you don't need to know about that one right now. So I can equip warframes here, upgrade. Now mods here are what are the key to getting power. A lot of people think, oh, my warframe's a bit shit, I need a better one. Not necessarily true, because Rhino is one of the first ones you can get, and lots of people use him in the end game. It's all down to mods. Right now you don't need to worry too much, because the first few planets you can just do with any. If you don't want to look into mods, you want to get into other parts of the game, click actions and click auto install, and it will just add whatever it thinks. Okay, that's the ship. There's more parts of it, but I'm not gonna show you the other parts because of spoilers. So let's go to the clan dojo. So from the escape menu, which you will be using a lot, to communication, clan, enter clan dojo. On the loading screen, oh, it loads too quick, but you can actually move your ship, just with the WASD keys as usual. Okay, now I'm in some open space with the usual things. I want to show you something. This is movement is basically the key to Warframe, and you'll have to learn how to bullet jump straight away. And I'll show you why it's a lot quicker. So from here, I'm going to run right to the other end of the dojo. Let's see how long it takes. Okay, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About 5 seconds. Okay, now I'm going to bullet jump there, see how long that takes. Okay, go. 1, 2... There you go. I even bounced off the wall by accident and still made it in less than half the time. Now it looks complicated, but it's really easy to do. Basically all you have to do is crouch and then point where you want to go and jump. Easy. And once you get the movement flowing, so you hold crouch, you can jump, crouch again, which will slide, jump again, and so on. So it's just crouch, jump, crouch, jump, crouch, jump. Okay, right, now we're in the clan dojo, and I've talked about movement. This is a trading post for your trade with dojo mates, if you want to swap mods and stuff. It's self-explanatory how to use. This is a treasury, where you can donate. Don't bother donating, you've only just started, and I've put most of the stuff in. Now, over here are the laboratories. This is another way you can get warframes and weapons. So go to this one, which is the Tenno lab. Click activate on this console, and this will show the stuff we can get from this laboratory. If it has this little icon in the top right left hand corner, then it says research complete, and you can click on that one and click replicate. This will not give you the item, this will give you the blueprint for the item. If you hover over it, then it shows you there what it takes to make it. The replication cost is pretty... I think they're always 15,000, I haven't seen any that are different. But if you click replicate, then you will get the blueprint for that. Now blueprints are a one-off use, so once you make something they disappear unless, like this one, they have this little infinity symbol. Then if you have that blueprint you can make as many of the item as you like, as long as you have the materials, of course. So as you can see here, I have just completed Banshee research, and the parts for Banshee are currently in progress. So 6 hours. By the time basically you're watching this video, then all the parts for Banshee and the Banshee frame itself will be available for you to come into the dojo. Oh, 35,000, so it is more. Just proved myself wrong. These will be 15,000 probably each part, and then you can make a new Warframe. And don't ask me what Banshee does, because I honestly haven't got a clue. I know further down also there's Zephyr here, and Wukong and Vault. I will be working on those, and once you get into the game you can contribute by adding materials to the laboratories. There are 5 laboratories, they all do different things. You can have a look at your own leisure. I'm not going to go through every single item. Just remember, if it's got that little icon, it's been complete and you can replicate it. If it hasn't, then you can start projects. I give everyone the right to start projects. Well, let's say this one, that needs a prerequisite of prover research, which I don't know where it is. Yeah, that one's done field drawn research, so we've already done that. Let's start that project. You can have any amount of projects. Once you start a project, it will say awaiting funds, and you will need to donate these things. Now we need to donate these as a clan, so I can add so many, and then someone else can add so many. You click contribute and you can donate whatever you want. If you don't have any of these, you have a few spare Rubido, you can go, I've got 40 spare, I'll contribute that. And I've got a spare 1,000 credits, I'll contribute that. Click contribute, and that will add those into the pool. You can just click contribute all if you've got everything, and that will start the timer off. So in 3 days this will be done, and we can make squad energy restores, which no one probably will. Right, I'm not going to go through the other labs. That's pretty much all you need to know right at the start. Try and go through the junctions for the planets. Remember that if you get stuck on what to do. A couple of things I wish someone had told me when I first started. You will get a small amount of platinum just for starting. I think it's 50. Don't spend that on weapons, frames or rushing production, because that's all stuff you can just do with grinding or credits. Save that for Warframe slots and weapon slots, because that's the only thing you need platinum for. You do also gain slots for getting mastery rank ups, so it's not the only way, but having more slots for things is better. Another thing I wish I'd known is there's an item in the game called Former. which will require a lot of things. Let's see if I can find something. I'm not going to be able to find anything now. No, that doesn't take it. Brilliant. Oh, there you go. Right on the bottom of this list it says Former, and that's a little icon. If you ever get a chance, like an alert that says Former Blueprint, then get it, because you'll be using Former a lot. I'm not going to tell you why, because it's more information than you need, but always get Former if you have the chance. Okay, another last little tip is there's an app for the game. You can get it on Android and iOS. Sorry, nearly made me vomit saying that. And it's actually really good because you can give yourself alerts for if certain things come up, or you can let it know when your extractors are done. Again, you don't need to know about extractors now, but once you get into the game it's actually really useful. Okay, that's going to wrap it up because I've droned on long enough. If you have any questions, of course, hit me up in Discord or get me to help you in game. I'll see you all guys later.